Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another stream. I hope you are all well, having a good week. Good to see so many of you already in the chat. Let me know if you're here. Let me know how your game week 12 went. How your scores were. Any transfers you plan on making. Anything you guys need to ask ahead of the Game Week 13 deadline, which, remember, guys, is tomorrow at just 4:30 p.m. UK time, so less than 24 hours to the next deadline. We have a midweek game week. I want to apologise in advance. I can see warning signs popping up everywhere that my Wi-Fi is dropping frames. I am aware of it. There are other people on my Wi-Fi at the moment, which is why I don't normally stream at this time, but it's all we could do. So I hope it's not too bad. I hope it's bearable for you guys. Let me know if it does become too bad. Let me know how it is at the moment. But yeah, let me know how it is, if it's good enough to go with at the moment. But I can see a lot of red warning signs at the moment for me. But yeah, let's get into it. If you guys don't follow me over on Twitter, make sure you go and do so. 16.2k followers now is just great to see. So really appreciate all the support over on there. But yeah, links in the description if you don't follow me over on there. And if you haven't seen my video from today, looking at my team for this weekend, I'm sure we'll cover it at some point. But yeah, we will have a look at it. If you haven't seen that, go and check it out. It's got detail about last week and everything like that. So yeah, go and check that out. But that's all we got in as an intro. Oh, also this video and the streams are all always sponsored by Fantasy Football Hub, guys. If you are interested, there is a link in the description which will give you 15% off. Everything. The membership starts from just £1.70 a month if you use that. So treat yourself to a little bit of a Christmas present. £1.70 for a month of it. See how useful it is. I use it a lot, but go and check it out. But yeah, guys, just before we start, please go and drop a like on this stream. We've got 20 of you guys watching already, which is great, but only 4 of you have hit that like button. So go and make sure you like the stream now before we go any further. But let's say hello to a few of you guys. We have Arthur, Ryan, Alex, Arsenal, Hoxton, John, Omar, Joe, Vinay, Rishi, Kaustav, Mark. We've got a few of you guys in here again. Pratek, good to see you guys. Mo, Kartik, Vinay, John, how are you guys doing? Appreciate it a lot. All of you guys coming in already. I hope you guys are well. Let's have a look at my game week 12, see how it went. So I got a 58 points with a -4, which is not ideal. I saw a big red arrow from 66k down to sort of 96k, as you can see on the right hand top right of the stream. Not ideal, but I knew a gaming like that was coming. There's not much that I could have done with it. It was all, selling Vardy is what did it to me. I still don't regret the decision, because the players that I brought in were Kyle Walker-Peters, were Patrick Bamford and Mo Salah, all of which we had 5, a 6 and an 8 between them. And I sold Klitsch. Now, the amount of messages I got when Klitsch scored his goal, unbelievable. But I sold Klitsch as he gets his 8-pointer. I would have done that 100 times over. And I sold Vardy. I knew that was a risk, but I'm still happy with the players I brought in. It's not transfers that I'm wanting to undo. They just didn't pay off for me straight away. But long term, I still think it's... I made the right transfers, is basically what I'm trying to say. So I'm happy with what my team is looking like at the moment. 58 with a -4. I put out a tweet earlier on Twitter. I don't know if you guys agree, but I basically starting to realise that the more hits I take, the worse my rank is. When I look at the game weeks that I've taken hits, I have done not nearly as well as the game weeks I haven't. So I'm going to try really hard to take as few hits going forward as I can do. But yeah, sold Vardy as well. Hoxton, mate, you and me both. What can you do? There will be times like that where you make the wrong decision in hindsight, but what more could you have done? What would you really have changed your decision? If you gave me that decision probably 100 times, I'd have made that same decision at least 75 of them. So yeah, tips for goalkeepers. So it depends what your budget is, Mo. Let me know in the comments. If you've got a question, guys, try and put a little bit, how much budget have you got for that goalkeeper? Who are you selling? I'm not hugely a fan of goalkeeper transfers. It depends who you're selling. But let me know how much money you've got. Is Ferran Torres a good replacement? I don't think so for Jota. Just because 3 game weeks, yeah, it could work, but he could easily get rested for one of those weeks, and then it's 2 game weeks. I think there are better options in replacement for Jota. I like Zaha, I like Bowen, I like Grealish for those 3 weeks more than I like Ferran Torres. Jota to Rafinha, I do like Rafinha as a pick. Maybe those returns aren't there. He looks very lively on the pitch. He could be one that goes in with Lamptey in the X-Lively stats, if you guys don't know what I'm referring to. Basically, Lamptey is one of those players that looks really lively but never seems to get any points. So people on Twitter have invented this new sort of X-Lively. It's like expected goals but expected liveliness. But yeah, Callum, you just had to do that. Callum coming in asking how Klitsch is an option. No, he's still a bad option. I still don't want him in my team. As I was saying, I'm still not happy. I'm still happy with the transfers that I made. The players that I brought in are still better than the players I sold, so I'm still happy with them going forward. But yeah, guys, let's keep firing your questions away. If you could drop a like on the stream while we're here, just drop it now. It would be really appreciated. Just go and smash that. Let's try and get it up to 20 now. Yeah, I think so. So if I look at my team for next week, so a few of you guys have some questions. We'll get to them first. Will KDB play 90? Probably not, but I still expect him to start. I don't see why not. City can't play without him, just like Manchester United can't play without Bruno. I don't see it happening. I'd expect Bruno and KDB to get rests after 70 minutes if they're winning comfortably. Yeah, fine. But to start the game without them, I don't see it happening. Keep or get rid of Lamptey. Keep, I expect him to play this week after the quotes that we've had from Potter today. So yeah, I expect him to be fine. Tough to see Chelsea lose. I know, unfortunate. We weren't great. We created some chances. We weren't clinical. Poor goal to concede. You're going to have a game like that. We need to bounce back by winning the next 2. If we win Wolves and West Ham, then great. We need to beat a team that's high up in the table just for a bit of confidence, I think. going to have a stormer of a season. Fingers crossed. Being my aim is always to be in the top 200k by midway through the season, because then from there, if you've got all your chips in hand, you can really push on in that second half. So if I'm anywhere sort of up there, I kind of at the moment just want to stay around that 100k mark by the end of this Christmas period, and I'd be happy with that, because having all those chips in hand, you can definitely push on. So guys, perfect replacement for Jota. I wouldn't be moving Son and Kane. I still think they're a good option. So no. Ings for DCL. I do like Ings. I really do. And I'm thinking of how I can get him in. And he would be coming in for Calvert-Lewin. I'm not sure of it at the moment. He could come in for Grealish when Grealish's fixtures turn. Lee need a little bit of money to do that, but yeah, he could be coming in for Grealish, could be coming in for Calvert-Lewin, but I do really like Ings as a pick. So yeah, definitely someone that I would be considering bringing in. Their fixtures are mixed, but we know what Ings can do against practically anyone in the league. So yeah. What are my plans for week 19 for double game week? I mean, we need to have the fixtures exactly confirmed. Yeah. As Callum said, the Villa will have 2 double game weeks. If you've held all your Villa players, it may be worth keeping hold of Grealish through that game week 19 time. I'm planning on my Masuaku replacement being a West Ham player. Now, my transfer this week will be Masuaku out, and it will be a cheap defender in his place. 4.4 max probably, which leaves me with Charlie Taylor and Balbuena. And Lewis being the sort of main 3. Balbuena's the one who stands out for me at the moment. Yeah, so at the moment it's Balbuena. He's probably going to come in. Spoken to a few West Ham fans and they think his place in that team's pretty nailed. So at 4.4, yeah. Good I did have 2 Chelsea defenders. I still stand by, I don't like defensive double ups. It's still something I don't want to do. It just feels like too much risk, and there are enough good defences this year that one of them's fine. It can work out some weeks, it won't work out other weeks, but for me, they get good value. If it's Reece James, for example, is one of them, then great. But I'm not a fan of a defensive double up. I just never have been. It's just too much of a risk on one team. Maybe it's just the way I play the game. I don't like throwing too much risk out there. So yeah, defensive double up is a big no-no for me. So yeah, keep those questions. Wilson or Bamford? Long term, it has to be Bamford. This week, I'd probably still go with Bamford over Wilson this week. You agree Balbuena is nailed? Yeah. After his performance versus Leeds, he's played really well. I don't see any reason why he should lose his place. So yeah. Not got Salah without disturbing my team. Thing is, you got to remember, guys, this season is you cannot have everyone. There are so many premiums. So I'm suddenly looking at my team like, if you guys follow me on Twitter today, you'll have seen like, I'm a bit like, how do I get Kane in my team? Now, I can do it, but it would mean losing Calvert-Lewin and Grealish and another, probably Chilwell would have to come downgraded and Grealish would have to come downgraded and Calvert-Lewin would then have to go up. So you can't have everyone, and you're going to have to make peace with that you will not be able to have all of these premiums. So it's worth just trying to pick the ones that you guys want and you think long term, and try not to jump between them. I think just stick with it. Why is Kyle Walker-Peters on the bench? Now, Arsenal are not great, but I don't know, just back them to score. So yeah, I just still back Arsenal to score. So at the moment he's on the bench. We will see. We'll see what I decide. I know, Quarry, we seem to have very similar teams. Pineapple on a pizza. I don't want to offend any of you, but absolutely, Hawaiian pizza is definitely a go-to. Is Zaha a good long-term option? Yeah, I still think Zaha can be an option. There's not that many players in around that price who I think are better than him at the moment. So yeah, he is a good option at the moment, especially playing up front. He still looked creative at the weekend. He didn't get any points, but still a good option. Arsenal can't score. Yeah, I know, but I just don't know. Sometimes you have a gut feeling, and I had it a few weeks ago when I benched Lamptey and he got sent off. I mean, I didn't bench him because I thought he'd get sent off, but I benched him just because, you know, I thought there were better options in my team, and it paid off. So sometimes you've got to make that decision. What are my thoughts on Sterling? He's not De Bruyne. End of story, really. End of story. Guys, there are 42 of you watching and only 12 of likes on the video and on the stream. If you guys like it, then it really helps me out. It shares it around more, pushes the stream out while I'm live, and pushes my videos out. So if you guys can just smash that like button right now, would be really appreciated, guys. Let's tick that up a little bit. There we go. A little bit more. A little bit more. Just swipe down, click it, and then write your next question. Up to 14. Come on. 15. Few more. KDB or Bruno captain. So for me this week, it is on Bruno Fernandes. Happy with him in my team at the moment. It's just that away form, and it's that little bit of longer rest as well. KDB plays Tuesday evening, whereas Fernandes plays Thursday. It just seems to me like that's a little bit more of a rest. Sheffield United have been poor. West Brom have been improved. I think it's pretty tight between the two of them. I really do. Yeah, so I think it could be, you know, either a great picks. Neither of them should have over 100% ownership, which is always, you know, good to see. So yeah, I'm happy that the captaincy is on Fernandes. Yeah, definitely happy that he's my. I can assure you we are getting worse, not better. Do you think? Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. Fernandes, I can see City scoring and it not being De Bruyne, whereas I can't see United scoring and Fernandes not being involved. So I don't think he's gonna. I don't see why Bruno's gonna get benched, and I don't necessarily see why De Bruyne's going to get benched. I don't really know where this has come from. Bruno's played more minutes. Bruno's played more minutes. De Bruyne actually got a rest last midweek, so I don't see any reason why De Bruyne doesn't play, especially with where they are in the league. He's not going to take that risk. So, yeah, I don't see any of either of them being benched, to be honest. Where is this comment? Mo, I love your energy. You're great. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Always appreciate the kind words. It's just, yeah, I just don't see either of them being benched, to be honest, but it's not on Ollie Mastercast. If he wants to keep his job, he's going to play Bruno practically every game. He's not going to bench Bruno because what benefit does he have? Probably, we saw one game he benched him against West Ham. Until they brought him on, they looked truly dreadful, didn't they? So that United team is just not the same when he's on the bench. Even against Sheffield United. Could you imagine he doesn't play him and they drop points against Sheffield United? That would be it. Should I start Callum Wilson or Stuart Dallas? You've got to go with Wilson. I saw you message me that earlier. I think it's got to be Wilson between the two of them. So yeah, I'd go Wilson. I'd backed both teams to score. I just don't like Leeds defensively still. So yeah. Should you get rid of Mahrez after West Brom? Again, he is a rotation risk. It's a lot of games. When there's one game a week, things like that, then Mahrez, you know, you can start to think of as an option. But it's just too many games for me at the moment, Mahrez. I don't like picking players like that. That is a rotation risk. I really don't. Do you want to? Yeah, Alex. We could do the hashtag thing where I rate your guys' teams. We could do that towards the end of the stream if you are. But yeah, if you guys want to do it, we can do it towards the end of the stream. Yes, I'm currently captaining Bruno over De Bruyne. It's very 50-50. It could go either way, but yeah, just happy with it where it is at the moment. Bad idea to bench Son. I mean, I don't really understand why you do that. Have you got such a good bench that you want to bench Son? I don't necessarily see that as a beneficial move. So yeah, I would stay away from benching Son this game week. Cool. Yeah, I think one of the mods accidentally deleted your comment, Supersport Gaming. So if you want to repost it, thoughts on Che Adams with his fixtures? You need to. Let me put it out now. Actually, basically, I have a differential article which I write every week, and basically, I've been hopping between Ings and Che Adams every week as my forward, because I think they're both still massively underowned. I don't own over either of them, but after this stream, go and have a read about Che Adams. I think he's still a great option. So yeah, best City defender is still Cancelo or Diaz for me. They seem the two most nailed on. I would probably still favour Diaz. He's playing really well. I wouldn't go Stones. I know there's a lot of there's still a lot of talk about Stones, whether he's going to play, but I just don't think it's worth the risk. I really don't. So yeah, best defender for maximum 5.0. Vestergaard is just such a goal threat at the moment. Like every corner they get, every free kick you get, if you own him, you can just feel like he's going to put the ball in the back of the net. So yeah, really liking him as an option. Absolutely. Yeah, good thing you didn't risk it, Krishna. Good thing you went with him. Son or Mahrez over the... I wouldn't be... If you... Corey, let me know who you own currently. If you own Mahrez and you're not going to be losing value on Son, then I can see reasoning for going Mahrez, but I wouldn't be selling Son. I know if Callum is still in here, he will tell you otherwise on Son. But best City defender, still Diaz for me. Still Diaz. Let me put something more interesting. Oh, guys, just before we continue, if you aren't in the league code is up on the top of the stream, but also I'll put it in the chat now. It is T1XM16. I know it's at the top, but make sure you go and join the league, guys. We had a lot of new entrants this week, so if we have a look at who our leader for the month is so far for December, Owen, who's already won once, is currently up in first place by just 1 point over Sueb. So make sure you guys go and join that league. There's a £5 winner every month. It's not who's top overall, it's just who wins that month. So even if you're having a bad season, you can still win my prize for monthly prizes. So go and join that definitely now. But yeah, just before you go and join that, drop a like on the video. You'd like to know about Stones. I still don't think he's a good option. I still don't. Shall I take Justin and Cole Walker-Peters out for a -8? I wouldn't do either of them. Kyle Walker-Peters is a great option. So is Justin at the moment. Who do you start? Kyle Walker-Peters or Souček? Probably go Souček. Didn't want to Nietzsche, but moved Wilson for Patty Bamford. Not a bad option. I like Bamford as a long-term pick, so I can't fault you there. What about Eric Dyer during Spurs? Yeah, that Spurs defence looks really good. Definitely one I'm considering when their fixtures turn in a few game weeks' time. So if we look on, where is it, Fantasy Football Hub, and have a look at their fixture tickers, from about, if we push it on a little bit, from where are Spurs, if we push it on one more, from game week 16, they start to have, from a defensive point of view, some of the best defensive fixtures in the league. So definitely over the Christmas period, Eric Dyer could be a good pick at quite a low price. So yeah, I don't dislike him at all as a pick. Best midfield, I also like Reguilon. He's a bit more expensive, but the attacking threat is there with him. So I like him as a pick. I do. So who should I play, Adams or Souček? That's a harder one. I still fancy Adams. I still like them. You see Leeds scoring versus Spurs. Leeds create a lot of chances, so could happen. It's not too out there. City or a Spurs defender? City for me. The way City control games just means those clean sheets will roll in. So yeah, it favouring a City defender, definitely there. I was thinking using my 2 free transfers to get Reece James for Chilwell, and then next week get Ings and Souček from Mahrez and Antonio. Yeah, I don't dislike those transfers at all. I quite like them actually. Yeah, I would probably back them, definitely. Antonio or Adams, Che Adams, 100%. Who should I bring in for Werner or Vardy? If you've got premium, it's Kane. If not, you go down to someone like Danny Ings, who I think is a really good pick and a really nice differential as well for the coming weeks. Yeah, can I replace Vardy with Ings and free up funds? Yes, you definitely can. Fixture's not ideal for them, but long term, I expect it to be better, that combination that you're bringing in, the one you're selling. Bowen or Kyle Walker-Peters? I think it's my internet. I know Krishna is asking how the stream is doing. I think it is my internet. I'm sorry if it is a bit laggy, guys. I'm doing my best with a poor internet quality, but I hope. Is it working all right? Is it working okay, or is it not? Is it poor? Captain Bruno or KDB. So at the moment it's on Fernandes for me. God, the amount of warning signs YouTube are sending at me at the moment. YouTube is not receiving its main smooth streaming. As a consequence, viewers will experience buffering. I do apologise if you are experiencing buffering. That is not what we want, but we will persevere. I will do rate your teams later. It's laggy. Yeah. I've literally got nothing connected to it apart from this, so there's not much I can do, but okay, it's fine. Cool. Buffers every now and then. So no, it's not your internet. Might be Google. Yeah, to be fair, it might be YouTube. They had a big problem earlier, didn't they? It might be YouTube still not running 100%. So yeah, maybe if I've got the chat open in 2 places, which I probably don't need. Let me just do that. Cool. All good. Right. Anyway, who do you start? Bowen or Watkins? Who have they both got? Crystal Palace at home or Burnley at home? Having to bench one of them is tough. I'd probably favour Watkins a little bit, but it's pretty tight. Maybe I'd go Bowen because there's no penalties for Watkins now. So yeah, I'd probably favour Bowen there. Because Burnley at home, Burnley have been good defensively. So yeah. Cool, stream is fine. Cheers, guys. You don't have Fernandes, Salah. Got KDP, so is my captain. Yeah. KDP, if you don't have KDB and Bruno in your team, that's when you struggle for a captaincy pick this week. If you've got one of them, easily just put your captaincy armband on them. I don't think you need both. James Justin is a stronghold at the moment. I wouldn't be getting rid of him. Playing on that right wing back favours him so much because he's right footed. So it means when he puts crosses into the box, it's putting it in with his strong foot. So yeah, it definitely favours him. At the moment, I don't see Pereira coming back yet. It's a wait until it's a fire for me. I wouldn't sell him preemptively. He's creating chances. So yeah, as much as I hate to say it, having sold Vardy and Justin previously this season, but yeah, definitely is a stronghold for me, this James Justin. Jota, Van and Chilwell out for De Bruyne, Brewster and Reece James for an 8-point hit after next deadline. 8-point hit, I don't like the sound of that at all. So no, I don't think that's worth it. I would just do Jota Jota to 1 and then next week do the other 2 from -4. -8 just doesn't seem worth it for me. Yeah, I still expect Bruno and KDB to start. I really do. I don't see any reason for him not. So Mahrez is definite sell next week. not a definite sell. I just don't like him as an option. I really don't. I didn't bring him in the first place. So I would, I would say yes, it's a sell just because of the way I play the game, and I don't like having players like that in my team. So yeah, not a huge fan of him as a player generally. So in an FPL term, with Mahrez and Diaz, I still expect Diaz to play, but Pep, you're trying to get me to predict Pep roulette. So yeah, it's a tough one to do. If you have, Bowen, Souček, probably Lookman also looks good, as does that midfielder from Fulham who's now playing up front, Cavallero or something like that. Looks good. We'll say start regularly. I doubt it. I would wait and see on him. I definitely wouldn't be bringing him in. Their fixtures aren't good enough to bring him in. If you've got him, then okay, hold on to him still. But yeah, at the moment, I probably wouldn't be getting rid of him. So, how long have we been live? What time is it? Half an hour already. Just before I continue asking your questions, and we will get onto rating some of your guys' teams, if you are on queue, literally on queue, I was about to say, if you're new, drop a subscribe and you'll get a notification like Abd has got here. If you are new, drop a subscription to the channel and you'll get an on-stream notification that looks like that. Would really appreciate it. And guys, FPL Maestro, again, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it a lot. And also, guys, I know I've said it a few times, but please go and drop a like on the stream. It would really help me out. If we can push it up a little bit more, get a few more people in here, would be great. We're sitting on 50 viewers, but only 22 of you guys have liked it. So please just click off a second, go and drop that like on the video. Would appreciate a lot of that. Super Sport Gaming, thank you for subscribing. I feel like you've been subscribed a while, but may not have shown up. So yeah, appreciate that. Guys, all the support, the likes that I get and the subscribes I get really make it feel worth it. So I do appreciate that a lot. Make sure to go and do both of those right now. I know it's buffering a little bit, Quarry, but unfortunately not much I can do about that. Will Kyle Walker be benched? Again, you're asking me to predict Pep Roulette. Did Kyle Walker play weekend? Then if he played weekend, then I wouldn't be too confident in him starting midweek. So yeah, I probably would say he would be. You just got resubscribed to get a notification. Ramon, thank you for subscribing. Hope you are well. Best Mahrez replacement. Depends how much money you've got. Let me know how much money you've got, Ibrahim, as a Mahrez replacement, and we will look to who we can get in for him for you. If you're going down, it's someone like Zaha. If you want to put the money up front, you could do that. You could go to someone like Souček and put the money into a new striker. Like, if you could do, Mahrez to Souček and upgrade, Brewster to Danny Ings or something, that's transfers I really like. So it's worth considering. Best Mahrez play. It's not buffering for me, UK. Cool. Let me just go and give the stream a retweet on Twitter. So you have Son and Kane. You don't have any Man City players, and thinking of getting Mahrez in, Son out. A good idea. Mahrez in. Yeah. Oh, Mahrez in. No, Corey, not a good idea. I would want to be doing those transfers the other way around. I would not be selling Son to bring Mahrez in. Not a chance. Is Grealish still he's so hot and cold that you've got to ride the bad fixtures, the bad points with the positive ones. If he gets a bad return, it's fine because it's the way he is. It's the way Villa are. So you've got to see those out. Yes, he's a stronghold for me this week. As a Chelsea fan, do I prefer Giroud or Tammy? That's hard. I think they both have their benefits. It's hard to pick one. If long term, Tammy, because he's got a future longer term than Giroud does. But there are certain times where Tammy's not the right striker in our system, and there's certain times that Giroud is. So I can't pick one of them. It's great that we've got both, and I definitely think it's worth us keeping Werner out wide, because I do think having one of them through the middle does help us. More essential, Ings or Bruno? I'm going to go Bruno, partly because of ownership there, but I do really like Ings as an option. I am thinking, how do I get Ings in my team? Grealish may get pens. Yeah, Al-Ghazi might start at the weekend though. Because Traore was pretty dreadful. So if I go Masuaku out, probably to Balbuena is my plan. If I was to do that, right, 0.3 in the bank, Calvert-Lewin to Ings, leaves me 0.7 to find, which is the same as Chilwell to Reece James. So yeah, that would be 0.0 in the bank, Ings in, Reece James in, and Balbuena in. Potential for I'd make one transfer this week, I'd roll it for the weekend, and then I'd use 2 free transfers over Christmas to bring in Ings for Calvert-Lewin. Is something I will consider. I know Calvert-Lewin keeps ticking along nicely. I know that, but yeah, I don't know. It could be a possibility. I think Reece James has a lot to offer, and I really do like Ings as an option. So thank you, Cameron, for subscribing. As always, anyone new, please hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying. Especially as well, hit that like button if you guys are enjoying. Let's hit 30 likes as well on the stream, guys. Replacement. What's my team value? My team value is quite high. It's at 104.2 or something like that. So my team value is higher than a lot of people. Hence why I can afford some of these players. So yeah, at the moment it is quite high. And, you know, there are other ways that people won't be able to afford it. But Garabed, we will. 4G is a lot better. Tends to be a lot faster than Wi-Fi. It has been for me as well for the past few months. Double up on Southampton defence for this game week. McCarthy and KWP, if you have those two. If you've got no one else to play, then go for it. If you've got, like, you know, a Lamptey, play him over your Kyle Walker-Peters. I still think there's a good chance Arsenal score this week. So if if you've got no one else and you're Hoxton, I don't know have the option for Super Chat yet. I have to hit, I think it's 400 or 40,000 minutes watched on my channel in 40,000 minutes watched on my channel in the past year. And I'm not there yet. So once I get there, then I can turn it on. But until then, anyway, guys, you guys shouldn't be sending me your money anyway. I do this for fun and, you know, to grow the channel rather than anything else. So, but one day we will see. What downgrading Kane to De Bruyne? Kane long term is a great pick. I want Kane in, and I don't quite know how I get him. So yeah, I don't actually know. Let me have a look. Like, sorry, Paul. My name's actually Harry. Would I hold Werner for a bit? Yeah, no, not really. Actually, I'd probably get him out. Watch time. Here we go. Watch time in the last year. Yeah, I can't remember how much I need, but I am short of it. About halfway there. I wish, but anyway. So guys, yeah, should we start rating a few of your guys' teams? Should we put a hashtag in the chat then? So hashtag. Let me shut my door, guys. A bit of TV noise coming in for you. Let me just put this in there. No problem, Paul. There you go, guys. There is the hashtag FPL tips Game Week 13. Use that if you want to get your team rated. Evening FPL Focus, how are you doing, guys? If you guys don't subscribe to FPL Focus, go and check out his channel after this stream. So yeah, shall we get this up? Let me hide my... Thank you, Rohit, for subscribing. Appreciate that a lot. Let me hide that. Yeah, if you guys are new, hit the subscribe button, on stream notification. What was it? Hashtag FPL tips. I can't, guys, there's a lot of you in here. I'm not going to be able to rate all of your teams, and I apologize. I will get to as many of them as I can. Let me go and push the door shut slightly, though. Although that might impact the Wi-Fi, but we'll get to it. So yeah, we'll get to that in a minute, guys. If you want to tweet that out with that hashtag, go for it. Should I get Jamal Lewis for defensive cover instead of Kilman? I prefer someone... yeah, I prefer 4.4s if you stretch up to someone like Balbuena. It depends how much you have in the bank, Manav. If you can stretch up, then I prefer 4.4. But if you've got 4.3, then Lewis is the best option. KDB or Bruno, better to bring in. Long term, I still think Bruno offers the best value. So yeah. I think Kilman's done in the team at the moment. So yeah. Right, guys, let's get into a few of these, shall we? Jota and Vardy out, Mahrez and Werner in. Fair enough. I don't think Werner in. I would have brought Ings in there, but for short term, fine. Werner. If this had Ings in, I'd love this team. So yeah, that's probably where I'd go. Ings in, save a bit of money, pump Mahrez up a little bit. It's a million saved. Put that money in Mahrez or someone like that. So nice team, but I would prefer Ings in there. And I'm also not a fan of Mahrez. Thoughts on your team? 2v transfers used to avoid the price rises. So Alex, yeah, team looks nice. Not too much that I'd change on it, to be honest. Souček on the bench, Justin on the bench is not ideal, but your starting 11's really strong, and I probably wouldn't want to bench Che Adams. Have I considered getting in John Stones? Yeah, but he is nailed. But if he starts Laporte and Diaz, you wouldn't be surprised, and you could only blame yourself if you go with Stones. I just don't like picking rotation players like that. So yeah, I want to steer clear of him, definitely. Stones can turn into a rock. I just don't see him benching Laporte long term. I just don't see that happening. So yeah, Souček or Taylor to start the next game week. I'd go with Souček. Afternoon or evening FPL Sum, welcome. Pep Roulette, roll up. Exactly. So this team we've got, it looks nice. Kane, really nice to see him in there. Kyle Walker-Peters, Vestergaard in there in defence, nice pick. Laporte kind of needs to go. Maddison, I'd probably start Maddison over Laporte. Well, I'd probably want to start Maddison this week. Your bench is sort of too strong. I'd probably do Laporte downgrade to a 4.5. I don't think you need that money, especially when you've got Maddison on your bench. So downgrade Laporte and upgrade maybe elsewhere, maybe Fornals or someone like that. That's the transfers that I'd look to do with this team. That's your team, Mo. Guys, just before we get into any more of these, there are 60 of you guys watching. Thank you so much. Let's get it to 30 likes. There's only 5 more of you to like the stream before I go and onto the next team. So go and 5 more of you like it. Don't leave it for someone else. Go and click it yourself if you haven't done, if you're enjoying the stream. Before I get into any more of those, rate your team. So go and check that out. There we go. That wasn't so hard, was it? Rishi has sent his team in. So your team looks nice. Diaz in there, yeah, done on the bench. Berkey on the bench. And then one of those Ailing probably every week. Yeah, 0.3 in the bank. Your team looks set, really. There's not much I change on that. I'm not sure Robbo offers great value, to be honest. But yeah, I wouldn't take the money out of him and put it anywhere else. So at the moment, this is good to go. I'm not a huge fan. You do have a very premium defence. I don't necessarily think it's worth it, especially with the likes of Southampton being, so strong anyway defensively. I don't necessarily think that someone like Southampton, not to have some of their defence. I know I only brought one in this week, but I think Southampton are defending so well that I'd probably want one of them in my team. And you could save so much money if you did, Robbo to Kyle Walker-Peters or Vestergaard and pump that money. 1.5. I don't know if you did Robertson to, Bednarek, and could you do Watkins to Danny Ings? Because if you could do those moves in this team, Rishi, it would really improve it, and I'd like that a lot. So, yeah, definitely a fan of if you could get those two moves done. So, Elias. Yeah, Walker's a concern whether he's going to start this week. Double goalkeeper's not a fan of, but Walker's the only concern. But you do have Justin to come off your bench if you don't like him. So yeah, not bad there. What could I do to get Jota off? I don't know if you've got enough to go up to Zaha. If not, can you do Vardy to Ings? And no, you can't do that. Vardy to Ings, Jota to Son. Does that work? Something like that. Potentially could be. I'm trying to work it out. Vardy to Ings frees up 2 million. That would leave, 8 million in the bank. Sorry, I don't think you quite have enough. That's a bit unfortunate. If not, you just go on a downgrade to someone, or go for a downgrade to someone like Bowen, and then upgrade Vardy to Kane in a few weeks. Because not having any Spurs could really hurt a team like this. Team's nice, but I would definitely look to get Spurs in, and actually Jota down and Vardy up, could be the way to go. Should you sell Werner to Ings, or I wouldn't do a -4 for that, no. Thoughts on Kilman's to Stones? No. Defensive transfers for a hit are not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. So no, I wouldn't be doing that at all. So in the 70Ks now. Yeah, you've got Kane and Son. You don't have, but then you got Walker. I'd look at Walker, potentially to Diaz, free up some money. There's not going to be much difference in points this week. And then if you do Walker to Diaz next week, it will then allow you to upgrade Mitchell to someone like Vestergaard, and that will really bolster your defence, and that would improve this team massively. So Walker to someone like Diaz, which will free up 0.6, 0.7. Then you can do Mitchell to any Southampton defender. Is probably the way I'd look with this team, but that would really improve the look of this team. But overall, it's nice. So again, here Jota needs to go. Jota downgrade to someone like Souček, and Brewster up to someone like Che Adams would be the ways that I would look at it. Blues FPL. So thinking of doing Jota to Souček this week. Put that money elsewhere. Maybe Wilson up to Ings. Yes. Jota to Wilson, Jota to Souček, Wilson to Danny Ings. If you guys haven't learned that I love Danny Ings by now, I think he's a great differential. Get on it, Blues FPL. Yes, Danny Ings. Danny Ings Appreciation Society. How am I going to get him in my team? If I'm repping him so hard, I need to work out how I get Danny Ings in my team. But it could be coming in a few weeks' time. Ings is a beast. Danny Ings. Get him. Get him before he's gone. Get him before everyone's got him. Rashford for Jota for a 2-week punt. Go for it, Penguin. Yeah, sorry. Danny Ings. Love the man. Yeah, Danny Ings Appreciation Society. He is Calvert-Lewin with penalties and bonus points. Absolutely love the man. Southampton looks so good as well. I can't express to you how much. Right, I'm going to take a wee break from having a look at your guys' teams to go and have a look at my team and how I get this beautiful man in it. Right, is anyone close to a price change? Ings, no. Reece James, probably won't. No, he won't rise before the deadline. Cool. Chilwell, no. Fine. Does Pulisic start this midweek? I'd probably say yes, but don't buy him. Don't go buying him at all. If you like Danny Ings half as much as I do, like the stream right now. Drop a like. Don't use that like button as a I like this stream. Use it as I like Danny Ings. And there should be hundreds of likes. You should be all liking it. Don't use that as a, oh yeah, this stream's alright. Yeah. Danny Ings, right? Use that as a appreciation. Someone's unliked it. Someone in here doesn't like Danny Ings. And that is, no, I'm not having any of that. So go and like the stream, guys. No, Quarry, don't do that. No. Oh no, what have I done? You're all going to dislike it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, Danny Ings Appreciation. Right. This could actually happen for me over Christmas. This is Balbuena in here. Then Chilwell in, out, and Reece James in. Right. And then Danny Ings in for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, you all should just like it. I agree. Help the channel out. Like the stream. Thank you. Match Highlights HD. I appreciate it. Yeah. Fuming. Dings is coming in. Right. We're starting the Danny Ings revolution in here. Every week we're going to have an update on who has him in their team. We're going to single-handedly double his ownership in the next few weeks of live teams. But seriously, I think he is a really good option. He scores so many goals. He's on penalties for them now, which is such a boost for him in terms of his points. But yeah, I'm gonna have Quarry. You might not be able to afford him, but you don't want to afford him, but you should want to afford him. You should want Danny Ings in your team. I'm gonna clip this after and put it out there for everyone to see. But yeah, let's get it to 40 likes, guys. Just 4 more needed. 4 of you guys. There are 66 of you guys watching. Go and smash that like button. But yeah, should we get back to a few of your teams? I've gone off on my... Right. Danny Ings has poor fixtures. Right. Click the like button. No, that's not... Yeah, his fixtures... Alright, his fixtures aren't amazing, but look early this season. Tottenham at home, 11 points. Everton, 10 points. Chelsea, 7 points. Aston Villa away, 6 points. Burnley away, 9 points. Right? He's blanked twice this season. Okay, he missed 3 games, so that's 9 game weeks he's played. He's played 9 game weeks this season. He blanked twice, right? He played 45 minutes in one of them and still got a return. From now on, I'll watch and like all your videos around saying that I'm a bit older. I hope I don't look 17. I'm a bit older than that, but not much. Southampton, I love this so much. Look at you guys. You're all joining in on the Danny Ings appreciation. It is fantastic. I can't wait to get him in. Danny Ings' boss. Yes. Let's all get Danny Ings in our teams. I should really go back to actually talking about something worthwhile in this stream, but absolutely loving all of this. Who cares about fixtures when you have the only All aboard. No, Quarry, you're going to get timed out for something, a comment like that. All aboard the Wilson train. No. No. Danny Ings is on fire. How do I put a... Let's put some emojis in this chat. Right, search emojis. Boom. Right, I'll get back to rating some of your guys' teams. He'll probably go and get injured. If you don't like Ings, I don't like you. Bit extreme, but we get the point. Right. What else is going on here? I have 2 free transfers. What do I think I should do? So, defense is not ideal, but I'm not going to tell everyone to get Danny Ings in their team, but Jamie Vardy to Danny Ings to free up a little bit of money doesn't look half bad, does it? Then no Chelsea defence worries me in this team, so I would potentially be looking at one of them upgrade to someone like... It's probably looking like Kyle Walker-Peters upgrade to... Kyle Walker-Peters upgrade to Reece James, because you've already got McCarthy in goal. He's going to play every week. So Walker-Peters up to him makes it worthwhile for me. So yeah. Slivo has said, what time is it, guys? I will... we've got time. 1.1 million in the bank. Looking to maybe downgrade midfield of defence. Don't really like Zaha or Lamptey. Yeah, Lamptey, king of the ex-liveliness. Your bench is a bit weak here. Do you have any money in the bank? Didn't you send? No, it's just one. Double Chelsea defence I'm not hugely keen on, but your team looks really nice. That bench scares me a lot. If you have even like 0.2 in the bank, then Kilman upgrade. I would look at that. Kilman to Balbuena is a nice move. I don't mind Zaha at all. Guys, I can't go through all of these. Paul. Guys, if you've sent me your team and you're still in the chat, can you just type yes in the chat if you're still here and I haven't rated your team. Then I'll make sure to do yours. Because if there are people who aren't still watching, then I won't do them because there are a lot of them in here. So if you guys are still watching and have sent your team in, drop a yes in the chat and I will make sure to get to yours. So what have we got? Oh, you got 1.1 in the bank. Then yeah, Kilman to Balbuena looks nice to really strengthen that bench. Penguin, I sold Vardy here. You're not in good company. I don't see Paul messaging. So Quarry, yeah, Super Sport, I got it. Oh, Paul is in it. Quarry looks very similar, apart from you know what to do. Quarry, you know what to do. That Wilson isn't right for your team anymore. If only there was an informed striker that you should be bringing in for him. Who should Quarry be bringing in for Wilson, guys? Which striker would you be bringing in for Wilson? If there was one striker around maybe 8.5, who would you bringing in? Let me know who you guys would suggest. But yeah, if you can't afford him, Che Adams is still a nice option. No. Che Adams, Calvert-Lewin, the first two replies. No. Yes, here we go. Ings. I'm going to have to buy him now. It does rhyme with dings. Ding, ding, ding. Correct. Guys, we're on 38 likes. If you could just get 2 more, get it up to 4. If we could get it up to 50, that would be great. And we could get 12 more of you guys to drop a like on the stream. But let's try and get it to 50, guys. 12 more likes on the stream would be massive. So if you haven't yet and you're enjoying it and you're still here through all the propaganda about some striker, make sure to go and drop a like on it right now. Oh yeah, Paul, got ya. So yeah, we're up to 40 now, but keep smashing it, guys. So Paul, look at this team. Paul, you beauty. Paul has Danny Ings in his team. Paul, I want to like all of your comments twice. Look at the bench. Look at the bench as well. Right, you need to downgrade Jota to someone who doesn't play, pretty much, to like a 4.5, like Anguissa. Just Jota to Anguissa. Just take that money out of him. You don't need it there. Then upgrade Mahrez to someone like Son, someone like Bruno Fernandes. Easy. Just combine two of those players. Jota down and Mahrez upgrade makes so much sense with this team. Really does. Yeah, Jota downgrade is so beautiful. I can't zoom in anymore. Oh, maybe I can. Look at it. Yeah, but doesn't like it if I do it too fast. Is it Messi? Messi wishes. I'm gonna you know the picture that everyone edited of Messi holding up Lundstrom's shirt? I'm gonna go and edit that with Messi holding up Danny Ings' shirt. So yeah. If you wanna tweet out if you want to tweet the team with that hashtag that's pinned at the top, then yeah, I will definitely go and rate some of your guys' teams. I can't take too many more, guys. I'm going to get through as many as I can. If I don't get through your team, send me. My DMs are always open for questions, guys, on Twitter. So yeah, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, go and do so, because my DMs are always open if you guys have got questions. So go and drop me them there if I don't get time to rate your team, and I will personally do it. Dougie Adams, not bad. Berkey, I don't want to start every week. This is quite an old photo. Just swap Che Adams and Burke for Souček and DCL. Nice moves. Hang on, you sold your Southampton striker. Not a fan of that, but your bench is a bit weak is the only thing. I don't like Jesus. In all seriousness, I know I bang on about it, but Jesus downgrade to another striker, maybe after the West Brom game, and upgrade Jesus and upgrade. Well, you got Watkins and Grealish playing fine, but Watkins to Bamford maybe, downgrade Jesus. But overall your team's nice. It's just that you've got Berkey and Mitchell playing every week. I am on latest, but I've got to scroll through them all. Nuclear is just going to be Chilwell to Reece James this week. Fine, it frees up money. I'm not against that if you've got nothing else to do. The rest of your team looks nice. Your bench looks good. Again, there's no need to have such a strong team. So yeah, I'd probably downgrade Antonio to someone like Brewster and just put that money elsewhere in your team, because you've got such a strong 15 here. It's just. So yeah, I just wouldn't be going with all of these. You got too much money on your bench here. Downgrade Antonio, upgrade elsewhere. Nuclear knows it. Danny Ings is coming in. I wouldn't prefer either of them FPL focus, because they're not going to play every week. He's asking if I'd prefer Tammy Abraham or Oliver Giroud. They're not all going to play every week, so it's not worth going one or the other for me. Cool, I will get to it. Thoughts on your team? I would like to get a Man City player in. Man City, I mean, your team looks nice. Double Brighton attack's a bit of a nightmare with Rafinha on your bench. Again, the bench here is just a bit much. So yeah, I try and combine two of the players. Gross and Welbeck, for example, or Rafinha and Gross. It's just too much money sat on your bench every week. Team's nice, but Supersport Gaming, is your at Supersport Gaming on Twitter, or what is it? And I'll make sure I get to it. Lummy, Bellerin suspended, not ideal. He's also not producing many points. Arsenal can't defend, so I'd probably look to get him out. The starting 11 is really nice. I don't know if you've got any much money in the bank, but at the moment it's nice. Wilson is a short-term pick for me. Right. Oh no. Where is it? I can't see it. Super Sport Gaming, I can't see your team. FPL Penguin, loving the graphic. Again, you got too much money in your front 8. Jota downgrade. Take money out of Jota, put it into Souček, and then reinvest that money probably in Mahrez up to Son. Jota to Souček, Mahrez to Son, probably the two that I would go with. Done Son to Bruno. Why? Well, yeah, I'd still in a few weeks I'd definitely go Jota downgrade and try and get a Spurs asset back in. Whether it's Mahrez out or you go, him to someone else and Vardy up to Kane, then I would go with that. So yeah. Is there anyone in the chat who sent it with the hashtag, guys? If you sent it in my DM, I will only reply to it once I get to my DMs. If you've sent it with the hashtag, let me know if I haven't got to it and what your Twitter @ is, and I will get to it. Again, Jota downgrade to someone like, well, don't know if you've got any money. A roll free transfer, then Jota and Vardy to Fernandes and Bamford. Great moves. Good plan. Josh, what is your... Oh, is this you? Right. CFC Josh, we got it. Nice. No Bruno is what stands out for me here. Bit of a concern, although he's the least captainable option going forward. Son to Bruno, if you can afford it. I don't know how much money you've got in the bank. It would be the only thing I'd consider. But your team looks really nice. There's no need to make a transfer this week. Captain on De Bruyne. Nice. Arsenal 16 was before Nuclear Atoms' team. Hey guys, what are your... Daniel, what are your... Oh, here. Cool. Got it. Kane, Jota downgrade straight away. Well, Jota change because you got Bissouma. Bowen in. Yeah, not a bad pick. I'm not a huge fan of him, but yeah. Jota to Bowen looks like a nice move. I have reviewed Nuclears. Gabriel as in Jesus or Gabriel as in Gabriel of Arsenal. Adney. Here. Son, De Bruyne, Salah, yeah. I mean, there's not much I'd change on that, really. I hope you're rolling a free transfer this week. I suppose the big thing is that you don't have Bruno in this team, but there's not too much I'd bring one in or sell anyone in here. So yeah, you got to roll your transfer on that. Hoxton, any news on? No-brainer move, yeah, but you probably want a Spurs asset back in a few weeks, Penguin. Cool, guys. So we're going to wrap up the stream fairly shortly. Just before we do, guys, if you are new, and please subscribe. There will be a subscribe notification that looks something like that. And make sure you like the video as well, guys. Sorry, Adjir here. Yep. Cool. We've got Lacazette. No. Lacazette to Danny Ings. Bam. Ceballos is kind of a waste of money on the bench, but it's not really needed. Lacazette down to Ings and maybe try and do something with Mount. I'm still not a fan of him. I will not be doing a deadline stream, sadly, because I have a job. Deadline's at 4:30, so I'm at work, so I can't be doing a deadline stream tomorrow, but this is to replace it, and then there'll be a stream for next week. Lacazette to Danny Ings, and probably try and do something with Mount. Your team is below W. What's your @? What's your @ on Twitter, Supersport Gaming? Or maybe send it again and it'll appear at the top. If you want to send it again. Johan, we have... Yeah, I don't know how much. 0.2 in the bank. Team looks nice. Bench is a bit weak. So Kilman up to Balbuena is probably what I do with that. Supersport Gaming, it's not showing up. So tweet it again. Yeah, I can just reply in my DMs later. Balbuena in for Kilman. It's probably what I do with that. Krishna. are these teams? They're not all showing up, guys. So if you want to tweet them again, I'll make sure. If I haven't done any of you guys, tweet them again. Good luck in your game week to anyone heading off, guys. Appreciate it. We've got another one here. Yeah, defense is nice. Bench is good enough. Gross in there. There's a bit of a differential. Not much I do. I definitely roll transfer this week. See what form comes in the next few players. Yeah, if it's not coming up, tweet it again, guys. And I'll get to it just before I wrap up the stream. It's not showing up. Bellerin an issue, yeah, definitely. Cresswell, James, etc. I'd probably go with Cresswell. I still like him as an option. I don't fancy the Chelsea double up still. Thank you, Adney. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Anyone new, please hit that subscribe button before we finish it. But yeah, best captaincy picks, pretty simple, guys. It's Bruno Fernandes or it's Kevin De Bruyne. If you don't own any of them, good luck. It's still a player from one of those two teams. Supersport Gaming, send me a DM because it doesn't seem to be showing up. But let me have a look. Right, let me have a look if it's hide that a sec because I know Sterling. Yeah, he's not Bruno. Oh, right. You've sent it in my DMs, not as a tweet. This is your team. How much money? 0.9. Watkins to Chadams is nice. Masuaku, you don't really need anyone, so you could do Masuaku downgrade. Sterling, I don't like. Sterling to Bruno Fernandes is a move I like. Sterling to Bruno, how much would that free up? $1 million. That would give you $2 million in the bank. Could you do Sterling to Bruno, Masuaku downgrade, and Watkins to Ings? Moves I like. Moves I like long term. Ooh. So yeah, guys, anyone final teams that I haven't had a chance to rate, but sorry, you can't see anything. AFC Tierney. Sorry, Liam Healy. Team looks nice. Podence, bit much to have on the bench. Probably downgrade him to Souček and maybe put that money elsewhere. Is probably what I look at. Defense looks nice. Yeah. Who was the last one? AFC Tierney is the last team that I'm rating. Where is it? Krishna, do you want to send me a DM? Send it to me in DM and I'll get to it. As for AFC Tierney, I can't see it. If you can tweet it again quickly, I will, but I got to head off in a minute. Oh, Adam, thinking of holding. Yeah, roll that. Tough to go without De Bruyne, but you've got Fernandes. Yeah, downgraded in defence. Maybe you've got a lot of money in that defence, so yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's a long name. Jota downgrade straight away. Jota down and Brewster up to Che Adams. I like. So yeah, that's probably what I'd look. The bench is nice. It's got a lot of strength and depth, but Jota to maybe Che Adams, I like, seeing as you have a free forward slot. The last team we will do is Krishna. So here we go. I didn't hide my team, unfortunately. Castagna. It's not good to be having him on your bench. You need more outfield players. Jota and I don't know how many free transfers you've got. Jota and Castagna to... You don't have a Kyle Walker-Peters in defence. And maybe... Okay, well, I don't know how many free transfers you've got over the next few weeks. Castagna to Kyle Walker-Peters. Jota to maybe Cavaliero of Fulham or Souček. do I? Yeah, Henry, we know. Please prefer not that. I know, Henry, congratulations, but please don't self-promote. You want to do Jota to Son. Okay, well, if you do Castagna downgrade, can you do that? Yeah, you've got to free up some money somewhere, but you need more of these outfield players playing. It's too much going on defence. But guys, that's all we've got time for. I hope you have enjoyed. Appreciate all the support. So yeah, guys, thank you all. Please subscribe before you go for the final on-stream notification. Good luck in next game week. Make sure to like the video as well before you guys go. Thank you for all the support, and I will see you all next time. Appreciate it all. Make sure to subscribe before you go. Yeah, and let's try and hit 50 likes. Just 5 more before you guys go. Appreciate it all. But yeah, guys, thanks a lot, and I will see you all next time. Bye.